Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Peak Business Group Business Hunter is calling on the state government to allocate $15 million over 3 years in the New South Wales budget to help secure new routes into and out of Newcastle Airport. CEO Bob Hawes says opening up return flights to New Zealand is an obvious first step. Airport CEO Peter Cox says the airport would match the state government's funding dollar for dollar. More heavy rain is possible in the Hunter from tomorrow as the region dries out from Friday's downpour. The region escaped relatively unscathed, with river levels not rising as high as expected. However, the SES was kept busy attending to almost 700 jobs across the region since Thursday, mainly for leaking roofs, fallen trees and sandbagging areas affected by flash flooding. The Weather Bureau says more rain is heading our way from tomorrow, decreasing to a shower or two by next weekend. 13 beaches in Newcastle and Lake Macquarie are also off limits today. They've been deemed a health risk to swimmers due to the runoff from Friday's heavy rain and flash flooding. Former Newcastle Rugby League star Andrew Johns has been forced to call police over an alleged stalker in Sydney. It's reported a man followed him into the water while he was surfing, was walking outside his home, and followed him to a cafe. A 27-year-old man has been charged with 1 count of stalking and has been remanded in custody in order to undergo a mental health assessment. Emergency service workers in the Hunter are being reminded of a free mental health service. Research reveals emergency workers are twice as likely to suffer from poor mental health compared with the general population. Black Dog Institute Executive Director Professor Sam Harvey says in regional areas, emergency service workers are often having to respond to major natural disasters infrequently.
On top of that, the day-to-day activities that they might be responding to, the motor vehicle accidents, for example, there's a better chance compared to their metropolitan colleagues that they might know the individuals involved, and that adds an extra level of personal distress to the work.
A growing number of tenants in the Hunter are struggling to keep a roof over their head as rents increase and available properties become harder to find. The latest rental pain index shows conditions are particularly bad in the Hamilton, Broadmeadow, Beresfield, Woodbury and Belmont Bennett's Green areas. Real estate analysis group Suburb Trends says tenants should consider more affordable housing options such as caravan parks and mobile home villages. There's calls for people across the Hunter to get involved in the Pancakes for Parkinson's campaign this month. Individuals and organisations are being encouraged to host a pancake-themed event to raise funds for further research into Parkinson's disease. Shake It Up's Clyde Campbell says it's an important cause.
There's over 200,000 Australians with Parkinson's and 40 being added to that list every day. So it's a significant disease with a real people aspect that has to follow.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Jets are celebrating today after defeating Sydney FC 3-1 at McDonald Jones Stadium. The win saw Apostolos Stamatolopoulos take his goal tally for the season to 15. Coach Rob Stanton says the win came off a day without training due to wet weather.
We didn't train yesterday, we couldn't train, so I had to just explain what I wanted to do verbally and some video and stuff like that. And, they did it and executed the plan well.
North Stars ice hockey coach Kevin Noble says a refreshed lineup is to thank for his side's 7-3 win over Canberra on Saturday. Francis Drolet and Aidan Wagner scored in the final period to seal the victory for Newcastle. Noble says in his 3 years with the side, Saturday's clash had some of the best structure and attention to detail he's seen. And Newcastle Falcons coach Christy Bultitude is confident the basketball side won't rely fully on American import Nicole Munger this season after opening their NBL 1 East campaign with a 76-63 win over Maitland. And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 5, 6, 14, 36, 37 and 45, and the supplementaries are 28 and 31. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.